Good evening, this is Michael Good from reapertrades.com with your daily trade recap on the 8th of January. And I'll talk a bit about my profits for the whole week so far in this new year. This is a chart of ECOB, Eco Blue Products or something like that. It's a crappy OTC, pump and dump, as usual. Let me bring over the multi-day chart, although hopefully you already know what that looks like. Here's the chart. 3 big white candle days as it was pumped by bestdamnpennystocks.com. And for those of you who don't know, don't understand, just briefly, the way pumpers get a stock to move a whole bunch over multiple days is they have an email list and they send it out to different people each day. The first day it goes out to affiliate sites of bestdamnpennystocks.com, like trypennystocks.com. There's 1 or 2 others that I can think of. And then the next day it goes to probably older members of bestdamnpennystocks.com, and then the last day it goes to the rest of them. And each day it goes to more people, so that way you keep the volume increasing, which is what we see here, each day of the pump until the inevitable dump. And that way it keeps going up, so it looks like it's a real momentum stock, like it's going up for some reason, but it's not a real reason, it's just artificial buying. And then once all the momentum players piggyback on top of it, that's when the dump starts. I can bet you yesterday on this big candle day here, that's when the pumpers were selling a bunch of their shares if they had shares. I'm sure they did. And that's when whoever paid for the pump was selling a bunch of their shares. So now it had its first red day. Unfortunately it gapped down and then it dropped like a rock down to a low of like 86 cents, 85.5 cents. So my fills were very bad shorting this, but I'm still short at 93 cents. So anyway, we see this here, drop like a rock. I tried getting fills starting at 102 and it didn't work. But anyway, my average fill price was 93 cents. And you say, Michael, you don't have any orders here. No, I was selling in another account. I'd gone long short against the box to lock up shares to short. So I was selling a long position in another account and I already had the short position in this account, and that gave me a net short position, and most of the day this just went sideways. I'm okay with that. It still ended down on the day and a tiny bit below my position, my entry point, and the volume died. Look at this anemic volume. That means that the pump is over. The dump will commence the next couple days. I'll hold it a couple more days if I have to, but this is going to go down more. Okay, so here's all my prepared buy to cover orders. Always be prepared. And there's my entry, 93 cents. I had a couple other trades today. AM LME. I bought this yesterday. Sold it early in the morning so I could concentrate on ECOB. Otherwise I might have held on and sold it up here in the 140 area. But still a nice little play. And then it's a pump and dump 2 up 100% in a few days. So I would have considered shorting it, but I probably should have shorted it. But before the shares ran out, it didn't go red. So shares ran out before it actually went red on the day. But still, you see the same pattern, volume drying up, 4th day of the pump. Good time to short it. Another trade, Luna. I was just scalping a Tim Sykes alert, and wow, my sells look really horrible considering what the stock did later. Sometimes that happens, but if you have a trading strategy, stick to it. If I'm doing a scalp, I'm going to scalp. I'm not going to hold on to shares. If I'd looked at this, if I'd had the time, I would have recognized that this was an awesome breakout. I'd seen people mention it in my chat before. Actually, in comments to my blog, James Krieger, Ingve Malmsteve is his nickname. Welcome to the gutter.blogspot.com. He mentioned this a few times. He made some money on it. But if I'd looked at the multi-day chart, the multi-month chart, I would have known this was a great thing, and I would have taken my usual $5,000 position size and tried to hold it long through a lot of this. Anyway, last trade, BGMO. Took 10,000 shares, sold 3,000 shares. This looks like it's the first day of the pump. I bought, what, right around here, sold half right before the close. So, that's it. See me next time, reapertrades.com.